we'll cover some basic questions on integer parsing trees. Okay, I prepared some few queries questions that will practice. What is the first question? Creating parsing tree for integer number, right? So what is the integer number? Okay, so if you'll see, integer number means a number having no decimal point is called what? Integer number, right? So the number having no decimal point is called integer number. Integer number, that means what it accept between combination from 0 to 9. Okay, let me create a parsing tree for the integer. Let me create a state diagram here. This is called my state diagram A, and what I will write, this is called my integer parsing tree. Okay, so this integer parsing tree, what it will do, it will only you can tell, right, combination of 0 to 9. That is called my integer parse tree. What is the next question? Check whether the user statement 25 is matching with integer parsing tree or not. Okay, let me write here 25. This is the user statement. User has written the statement called 25. Okay, let me divide the 25 to two components, 2 and 5. Okay, what interpreter will do? Interpreter will fetch the value 2. It will cross verify between 0 to 9. 2 is part of 0 to 9. Again 5 also part of 0 to 9. That means 25 is matching with what? Integer parsing tree. Okay, what is the third question? Let me go to that. Check whether the user statement 143a is matching with integer parsing tree or not. Okay, what is the number? Number is 143a. What is the number? Number is called 143a. Okay, let me divide the number to multiple components, 1, 4, 3, a. Okay, first interpreter will fetch 1. It will cross verify between 0 to 9. Okay, 1 is passing, 4 is passing, 3 is passing, but a is not part of 0 to 9. Hence, this one is not matching with integer parsing tree. What is the next question? Create a parsing tree of memory block. Okay, if you have doubt here, right, you can check between you can call the Python interpreter shell or Python shell. You can directly run it. Okay, let me run here, copy. You can see this is I am getting the syntax error. The next one is create a parsing tree of memory block creation. This is very much important, right? Always you have to remember what is memory block creation. So what is the first step? First step is, this is called my state A. This A, what it will hold? It can be either capital A to Z or small a to Z, or you can tell 0 to 9, or you can say, sorry, no, not 0 to 9, or underscore. This is the first character. The first character should be either A to Z, small a to Z, then underscore. What is the next? Next, it will, once it is getting the character, it will go to state B. It will go to state. This is called my state B. Okay, here it is the combination of, okay, what I can write here, this is the state B is the combination of either you can tell 0 to 9, or you can tell A to capital caps A to Z, or you can tell combination of small a to Z, or you can say combination of underscore. Okay, once it is getting a comma in the state B, it will go to state C. Okay, once it is getting a comma, so once it will get a equal sign, okay, assignment operator, or you can say equal sign, it will go to state C. This is called my state C. Okay, this is called my memory block creation parsing tree. Memory block creation parsing tree. Okay, what is the next question? The next question is create a parsing tree. Okay, this is done. Check whether statement employee is equal to 25 is matching with memory block creation parsing tree. Okay, let me copy that one and go here. Let me write the statement. Okay, employee age. Now look here, it will be first character is E is matching small a to z, then it will go to the state B, M is matching, P is matching, everything is matching, right? Now it is also getting a equal sign operator. Equal sign means it will go to state C and it will automatically identify, that user is trying to create a memory block and trying to store the data called 25. Again the data type is what? Integer, because 25 is part of 0 to 9. There is no decimal point is available. Okay, what is the next query? Create two integer memory blocks or variables and store values 10 and 20. Okay, so what you can do, you can create two memory blocks. Name you can give anything. Here I am providing x equal to 10 because x equal to 10, it is matching with the memory block creation. Okay, there is no error. Then again I am writing y equal to 20. What is the next question is fetch the memory block created by step 6. How you can fetch? Only you have to mention the name of the memory block. Okay, what I am doing here, I am just giving the name called x, another name giving y. Okay, so these two questions we can practice in here in the cell. What I am doing, I am writing x equal to 10, first memory block x is created, that is holding the value called 10, another memory block called y equal to 20. How you can fetch? Already two memory blocks are created. You can also visualize this way, side by side you can create a memory block. Okay, this is called my RAM. In the RAM I have two memory blocks created. One is called your x. What is the value? 10. Next memory block called y, and what is that? Y equal to 10, 20. Okay, now here I am writing x, I am getting 10 because it is going to the RAM, it is fetching the data. Again y equal to, okay. Thanks guys, next video we will show the float and string, some important questions.